So before I give you my biggest tip on building trust as a new leader, I want to tell you a quick story about how I started my career. And mine goes back to 1995. I was a sophomore at Western Michigan University. I had just dropped out of my engineering program and didn't know what I wanted to do. And my roommate came home one day and she was like, "Oh my God, Erin, I've found it. I found the career for you." And I was like, "Okay, Amy, what is it?" And she's like, "No, no, no. It's high pay, low stress." I was like, "Okay, I'm listening." She said, "It's called an actuary." Now, this was 1995, and I couldn't Google how cool is an actuary. And so I went to the library the next day looking for all the books on what an actuary was. I couldn't find them. I just found this beige, like 5x7 pamphlet that listed out the names of the companies, their physical addresses, and their phone numbers of companies that hired actuaries. And I then went and called a few of those. I swindled Aetna into hiring me into their really esteemed actuarial program. And over the next 3 years, I took 7 actuarial exams and I failed 7 actuarial exams. Yeah, like did not pass a one. And this was the first time that I had sort of learned this lesson that working harder wasn't necessarily the answer to success. I had studied, I was smart. Also, nobody had told me that these exams were graded on a curve. But I was taught, like you and so many people, that there's this rubric for success. When we're in school, we think there's, the answer is C, the rubric for success is this. Like there is a path that they're looking for. When you write your English paper, use this tone. And then we jump into the world of business and working world. And the reality is, like, a lot of that doesn't matter. It's about having success and doing it in the way that you can. And I learned that from failing those actuarial exams. Now, the reason I tell you that, one, is to sort of give you this lesson that being a great leader or being a great successful person in business or in what you do isn't necessarily about following a rubric or doing it the same way. But I also tell you because I wanted to tell you a humility moment. And a humility moment is essentially a story. It's not just I really suck at Excel macros. It's a story about a time when you screwed up. And it can be as big as me failing in my first career as an actuary, or it can be as silly as like spilling coffee on your way to work as you come in. And that is it. That is the number one way to build trust, is to purposely mine for, be aware of, there are plenty out there, your humility moments, whether it's way in your past or it just happened yesterday, logging those and sharing those with your team. Like that is a fast pass to connection and trust. As soon as you share a humility moment, especially when people don't expect you to do it, immediately your trust radar sort of goes down and they think, well, if they told me that and they didn't have to, they're probably not hiding other things from me as well. And it also gives them permission to say, okay, I'm going to be around this leader. I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to walk on eggshells. They're going to tell it like it is, and I can do the same. So if you're looking and you're a new leader and you're coming in and people don't know you, or maybe you even have peers that are now employees, or you're in this new position, I really want you to think about, how do you use humility moments? It might be at the beginning of a meeting. It might be as you come into work. It might be in a more formal town hall. It could be in an email that you write and send that isn't the normal buzzword BS, but is a true story about a time when you just didn't know the answer, or you didn't have it all figured out, or you're made a fool of yourself. And watch how quickly people will trust you. That is your quick tip to becoming a trusted leader.